Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the strongest AD carry in League of Legends right now if you go based off of win rate, and that is Kog'Maw. His overall win rate is sitting around 56% right now, and his most picked build is at a 60% win rate, which is incredible. And that is going to be a Rageblade Rush into Runons into Titanic Hydra. You're gonna have insane shred potential, single target, and AoE. Honestly, the highest damage output out of any champion in the game over a multi-second period. So obviously you're not going to outburst a mage in a second, but over the span of 4 seconds, 5 seconds, you're going to out damage everything. The best way to think of Kog'Maw is thinking of him a lot like an area of effect or area of effect damage Vayne. That's exactly what he is. He can utilize Runons and he outranges Vayne, so pretty strong. For our runes, we have Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Bloodline with Last Stand, Conditioning Overgrowth to stay alive, with attack speed 80 and armor. We're gonna go ahead and leash. I'm not a huge fan of that on Kog'Maw. We're up against a melee style bot lane matchup. You might see something like Darius or Yasuo in your games. I think playing melee style matchups into Kog'Maw is a mistake, but everyone has the right to pick whatever they want. I assume they leashed their jungler because York showed up early, so I'm not afraid of this bush. If it looks like the top lane did leash, then you should be scared of the tri-brush because you might get cheesed. The closer you stand to the minions, the easier they are to last hit. And you don't usually want to activate your W unless you're going to be able to hit them with at least 3 autos with it, because it's a really long cooldown. So that's the general rule. If you can't hit them with 3 autos with W on, then don't waste it. Dang Soraka. There, we got like about 4. They're about to hit level 2 though, so I gotta sit back and chill. Soraka's pushing me off the minions while Darius is giga shoving. Barely outside of the range of his hook there. That was actually kind of scary. If that landed, we would have been toasted and roasted, I'd imagine. Barely missing some of these ones. We're gonna go ahead and you normally get your Q level 2. I'm actually gonna get my E since we're up against a melee. If you're up against a normal double range matchup or ranged ranged carry, then I would get Q level 2. So that's Darius. I think having our E is going to be a little bit more useful. This rock is being annoying. We need to just buy our time and get as much CS as we can. Yumi's not really helping us much with the minions underneath the turret, so we are tied with CS with Darius right now, which is fine. Fine for now. I might actually go tier 2 boot rush before the rage blade. Tier 2 boot rush is really good if you're up against a target that you can kite out. You just need to be faster then. This is that kind of matchup. Got with a Q and a W. They pulled back, so I couldn't do much else. Since Darius is full health, I don't want to step past this rocket Qs and all in them. It could get kind of weird. Yumi's not very useful compared to a Soraka in the early levels. Yumi's more of a late game scaler. She can't be focused. But in these early levels, Soraka can do way more. She has a way higher trades. And yeah, we're down 3 CS. Is what it is. Can max range snipe with Qs if you need to. Soraka just push the wave with her AoE on her Q. We know this wave's going to be coming to us. Even if we're down a little bit of CS, as long as we're getting the XP, we'll be able to hit good power spikes by getting more and more points into our W. Oftentimes games can be this slow on Kog'Maw. The only time you're going to be able to get early kills on him is if you have an all-in support like Thresh, Blitz, Leona, that type of stuff. If you have an enchanter, it's going to be very rare for you to get early kills without a jungle gank. Auto attack into E reset. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, rip. I guess we could actually reset from here. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm going to build up a big wave and then try to dump it. We don't have enough time to dump this wave before they get back, so I'm gonna wait for my reinforcing wave, and then I'm gonna start to push hard so I'll have a 3-minion advantage. I would like to get tier 2 boots rush against this specific matchup. Even in executioners, you could make the argument for that. Darius heals, Soraka heals. Ooh, rip. It is easier the closer you are to last hit, but sometimes minions are gonna fall through the cracks. Yuumi needs to ward that. I wonder where they are. That's kind of weird. They're both kind of just missing. He must be waiting in base for gold. They kind of backed early, I feel like. Because not that much gold had been had yet. I'll fight them in this wave. This is should be an easy fight, honestly. I think that fight was fine. We had the big minion advantage, so even though they had a massive item advantage, we weren't really hurt by that too much. Yuumi should be like hovering, trying to push them away while we reset. That way we can, that way they don't stop our recall, basically. Yuumi can attach to you right as your back's about to go through. We're still pretty much tied in CS. We're gonna miss out on a little bit of XP here. On the bright side, we're gonna have a nice little HP advantage when we come back to lane. I might have to get an early executioners just because of the Soraka. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the mute all and just unmute my support. Darius isn't gonna want to fight after that last fight. Oh wow, I take it back. Guess he does. I'm missing minions for this though, so it's kind of bad. It's an awkward time to gank when we have a cannon wave underneath the turret. Rip. Rest in peace, that minion. Straight up just queued the wrong way. Happens. He went for early plated. It's not the best item versus Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw does a lot of magic damage with his abilities, including his W, max health shred. We're gonna have another big wave to fight on. Without heal cut, I don't think we're gonna be able to get a kill though. They'll run away. They're fast enough to do so. We have the level advantage. We should just fight it all in. Auto attack E. Oh, big grab by the Darius there. Soraka's trying to find the Q. If I could have weaved it a little bit better around his hook range, maybe get a kill there. That was an interesting E. Got him. She's trying to hit me with Qs. That way she can heal back up. I'm not going to let her have it though. As long as I keep them low, they won't be able to step up even if they get a jungle gank. Plus their jungler's dead right now. Just remember the golden rule on Kog'Maw. Don't W when you're fighting the enemies unless you think you can hit them with at least 3 autos. If you do, then it's basically a waste. Yuumi needs to stop letting that hit her. She's giving Soraka a huge amount of health. I don't have heal cut yet. I'm gonna have to buy executioners. Whenever those land, not only does it heal Soraka, but then when she heals her teammate after it lands, yeah, now it's gonna heal Darius even more. So it's really stupid. Yuumi wants to set up an all-in. This could be warded. Hey, Soraka, auto attacking the E. Got her. Darius might actually kill me here. I'm gonna need Yuumi art. Nice. If we stayed and got autoed one more time, he could have like done auto into R. I guess he needed 2 more autos and then I was dead. Good Yuumi slow. I'm gonna heal. Nice. Veigar's right there. Got him. And that's Kog'Maw, ladies and gentlemen. You'll hit a really nice power spike every point you get into your W. You get stronger, stronger, stronger. And now we can start doing stuff even though we couldn't do anything for the longest time. Is how it goes. If you want to get super early all-in kills, you should definitely consider Tristana or Draven. They're much, much better for that. Kog'Maw's lack of mobility and high cooldown on his W makes it extremely challenging to snatch up easy cheesy like pre-6 early pre-item kills. I think I'm gonna let Yuumi get the heal cut item. I guess Yuumi will get it after Yuumi has Moonstone Renewer. Moonstone Renewer is a really important first item rush for Enchanter style supports. It's arguably like the best mythic item in the game for how much it costs. Like pound for pound, it's pretty much the best. Me and Darius both tier 2 boots. If your opponent has tier 1 boots, you usually want tier 1s. If they have tier 2s, you want tier 2s. That way you can keep up with them and land as many autos as possible. If you can't reach something with an auto attack, use a Q, an E, or an R. Do not want to miss. Yes, Amumu's top side and Veigar's mid. Oh, I think I'm dead here. Yuumi just randomly unattached. I don't know what happened there. We got the Soraka, but I wouldn't say that's crazy worth. I don't know what happened to Yuumi there. Just detached. So since Soraka missed her abilities and I'd gotten down so much damage with a like substantial item advantage, it just made sense to fight. But that is one of the hazards of playing Kog'Maw as an AD carry rather than in any other role, is if you and your support aren't on the same page, you can kind of just end up dying in a weird way, because Darius doesn't really have any items. And like I said, we already had our lethal tempo stacked up and had a decent amount of damage on them both. I'm gonna go ahead and shove the wave. I wouldn't mind getting ganked by a Mumu at this point, since I have the Rage Blade. Oh, hey Darius. He might actually have Flash. I used mine very aggressively and he didn't really use his. In hindsight, kiting back, just doing damage to Darius would have been a better trade than a forced all-in. If you're gonna have a forced all-in, it's one of the biggest risks is, once again, if you and your support aren't on the same page, then it's just so much risk for so little. Oh wow, that landed. Really need damage on Soraka. She can constantly heal Darius. Good Amumu snare. Down he goes, auto attack into Q and the R. That's a double, baby. That's the damage output of the Rage Blade. Even though Darius has tier 2 defensive boots, shred right through it. After we get our first turret gold, we'll go ahead and group mid. There's no reason to stay bot. When you're ahead, the goal is to spread your lead over the maximum amount of players as possible, rather than keep beating down the same players who are already behind. You can only put them so far behind, essentially. So you need to use your differential on everyone else if possible. So this is a really good time to do so. Plus, if we were to stay, there'd be such a long distance for them to chase with their jungler. Need to get this shoved. Oh wow, of course Soraka's here. We might have to go top because they're just grouping up mid here. Oh no, York sees us. The York got away. Not much we can do about that. I think Darius has a... Oh, I'm dead. I can't move. Got my passive off on Darius and the Soraka. It's just a matter of team can pinch Darius and they can't. I'm the only one who died there, so it's actually not too bad. Oh man, the bait cage. If I didn't walk into the edge, I still would have been wrecked. Darius could have pulled me into the edge with his hook. If I'm ever within range for Vague to put me in the cage, I'm just gone, whether I step on the edge or not. We're gonna have to position back farther. Really need Morello from the wait, Morello or the other item from the Yumi. I guess she would go for... She'd go for Chemtech. They get Dragon. Unfortunate. We'll get some of their turret at least. Mid turret's a pretty big deal. Takes up a lot of space on the map. I actually don't mind that trade too much. This turret was pretty much full HP. He's so squishy, but then Soraka heals all of his health back. Down you go, Soraka. Auto attack into R, down he goes. R is an execute. The lower they are on health, it's if they're below 40%. Your R does essentially double damage. Stay out of the Vague cage. He got me with his Everfrost or whatever. Now we'd spread out and kind of just take a Mumu camps. York's bot side. I don't think I can stop him from getting that turret. He's pulling off. He's scared that we rotated. So we can shove him. Oh, his red buff's up. I actually want that. Mumu's about to walk into the Teemo there. Teemo's in a really weird spot. Trying to zone him off with my R. Finish getting those minions. Teemo in the middle of nowhere. Get my E down and run. Try to help him escape. Darius knows he has to pull back. I can shred him and Amumu pretty fast. Got the E down for the slow. Shred time, baby. Ooh, his team wasn't ready to follow that up. That's one of those hard forced plays that I was talking about. Even though in theory it's good, if your teammates aren't on the same page, then it's just like really bad. I'm on the wall. I can flash it. The Soraka Vig are extremely low too. Like, I don't think they really want to fight. That sucks. That sucks so hard, man. God. Oh my gosh. Die. I'm just dead. Oh, I'm so dead. That sucks, man. That's so unfortunate. Greeted a little bit there. Oh well. Soraka makes the game so challenging. That champion has such a high baseline value. No matter how far behind she is, her team is with those heals, she can constantly string you along. You'd think our R would be able to kill Veigar there, he just wouldn't die. Even at that HP threshold, our R was doing double damage. Alright, it's time for the Titanic. It lets you shove waves and shred AoE even harder, and since it's on hit damage, it synergizes really well with the Rage Blade since it can double apply it. Only way we lose this game is if I say if they get Draxel, it'd be pretty hard. Other than that, That's their win con. We don't really need anything to win other than them not getting Drag Soul. Hey, Amumu. I love getting CC'd by Veigar. It's so much fun. Ah, it's so much fun, man. I love Veigar CC. I might actually have to get Merc Treads, dude. I got CC'd for 4 freaking seconds. After Titanic, I'm gonna get Mercs, because that's freaking brutal. Amumu R isn't a skill shot. He can just walk up to me. Vague Cage, honestly not a skill shot. Once I'm inside of it, he can Everfrost me for free, or I kind of need to walk into the edge to get away from certain things, so... Merc Treads with a QSS would be extremely valuable here. York's going in for the split push. This game is going to get challenging if they just start taking inhibs. Oh well. They're going to get this next dragon, I think. It's going to be hard to fight for. Just 2v4. Veigar's spawning in. He might even have TP. Here comes Soraka. She's about to walk into us. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe not. I need Yuumi to slow or something, though. Holy crap, that was way too close. Darius is fast as heck because Wing Moon play. 800 gold item. So freaking strong. Veigar is right there in the bush. I was going to get caged. They get dragon. Lee Sin tried to steal. He's going to die for it. We got mid shoved. So at the very least, they can't push off of it. We're also going to get some of their camps. Best thing would be if our teammates didn't like step up for that, I guess. That would be ideal. At the very least, we're soaking up a lot of resources. I do have to reset here, though. Kog'Maw is a massive growth that just needs to keep consuming. Now that we have Titanic, I'm going to sell these and get Merc Treads. Merc Treads feel so weird to buy on a Cog. I just need them, man. They have way too much CC. Soraka slow, Soraka snare. Vague stun, Vague snare, Vague slow. Darius slow. York slow, triple Amumu stuns. Like every single one of them it'll help me against. Plus they have a lot of magic damage, so. I knew I couldn't walk into that bush. Down goes Veigar. Need to get my Q on this guy. Oh my god, he's actually like so broken though. His maiden is so freaking broken. He almost won that fight like 1 versus 2. I probably should just focus the maiden unironically. She's doing more damage than he is. And she has ranged autos too. Maiden's a better version of York. She should be the one summoning him. Darius is pushing top. I'm going to stay mid. My attack speed is so slow now without the Berserker Griefs. I'm going to... Oh, I can't even flash. Oh my god. Couldn't even flash because of the Soraka thing. Oh man. Soraka. Vague Cage, Vague, Everfrost, Soraki. That's exciting. Oh, they took red buff too. Sucks. Noon Quiver's gonna give us some decent attack speed. And now Yumi's gonna have heal cut for us. So Soraka and her people she's healing won't be able to survive very well. All I have to do is keep kiting back. Should be able to kill them faster than Veigar can kill multiple people on my team. In theory. I also should have bought in a blue ward. Blue ward would have been really good. That way we could actually check for Baron without having to face check bushes against a Giga CC hyperscaling team. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I just stepped on 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐾𝐋𝐒. That's brutal, man. There's just like no way to get away from their team. Even with Merctrez out CC'd for 4.5. I need a QSS. I couldn't really dodge the Amumu CC because he flash hard. But I shouldn't have stepped on the 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐾𝐋𝐒. I thought I could outrun it. There's too many slows on me though. The game's still very winnable until they get drag salt. We don't really have anyone to tank on our team. There's no one to frontline for us. Meanwhile, they have 3 different tanks. Not a big fan of chasing Veigar. It's kind of hard. In goes Lee Sin. Giga Brain plays. Oh, that Teemo stream's gonna. Oh no. The vague damage. He caught me in the cage. I have to reset for York. They should stay for Dragon. He gets a turret. I don't think he's gonna get a second one though. And then he gets to run away for free. Very cool, dude. Very interactive champion. I like that a lot. Nico was left to solo Dragon, so of course that's not gonna go too well. We're not quite in range to stay on them. Oh, nice. He R'd them away. It's even better. Well played. Might be able to run into Veigar here if he's still running. Let me heal myself. And he doesn't die. That's splendid. That is very unfortunate that Veigar ended up living. York's still on the split push. I need to reset because of that. And I'm going to pick up a blue ward while I'm in base. Awesome. We can save turret. This is one thing Kog'Maw is very good at. His main thing. Once again, the main issue is we don't have a very good team fight comp, which is what Kog'Maw is all about. We don't have a single person on our team to frontline. We have to position really, really well to not die. Hey, Veigar. See if we can grab a camp or two. I would really like to get a Wit's End on this build. They have so much magic damage. As long as I don't step on the 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐾𝐋𝐒, I should be able to survive the magic damage. Thanks for the Raptors, Amumu. Oh, nice! They got Soraka. That's huge. It's worth, though. Teemo for Soraka. That's very much worth. Nice try, guys. Juked. That was probably my best pathing I've had this game. I also predicted the Amumu Flash R or whatever. Not bad. Not bad at all. Veigar's pathing away, so now we just have to deal with Yorick. I'm gonna gun down his maiden if that's what he puts down. Soraka, you're so greedy. I think I'm just dead here. That's insane. I can't hurt Yorick. He's so fed, dude. He's actually so fed. He has more items than I had in that fight. He did 3,600 damage to us when we only have 2,700 health. That's rough. I think did we get exhausted there too? Or it might have been Yuumi the one who exhausted them. More attack speed, I like it. Wow. I wonder if he meant to do that. He flashed in a weird spot and did a little outplay. Our team lacks physical damage. We're all really magic damage, even me. Our only physical damage person is Lee Sin, but his build is kind of poop. He's kind of building lethality later in the game, which is when lethality is its weakest. They're going to get Baron here most likely. Vig has a bonus over 300 AP from his passive. Freaking nuts. York's probably the most difficult person for me to deal with, because I get stuck in his stupid cage. I got the kill. Ooh, wow, okay. Yeah, York is just so tanky. It's ridiculous. I'm kiting them around this Teemo mushroom, hoping they'll step into it. Got him. I need to stay on top of him so he can't hit me with Q-tippers. Down he goes. Can we catch up to Soraka though? Got her with my slow, but she got me with hers. Yep. That might be GG's. The late game Kog'Maw pulling through. Late game Kog'Maw Yuumi. Still can't believe how tanky York is, man. I've never seen York this tanky before. I even just hit him with my Q for the shred, and he's still barely dying. That is absurd. And that is GG's. Holy smokes. What a game. Let's take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, even though we honestly didn't play that well, we had more damage dealt than Veigar, who was giga fed. And we did more damage than Veigar and York combined. Very happy with that result. Damage taken, we also took the most in the game at 47k. Very cool. And got insane value out of our runes, particularly lethal tempo. We had over 3 minutes of maxed out uptime. So if I was any champion with Kog'Maw there, we probably would have lost. I might have been able to done it with Vayne too. Maybe Twitch AD carry, but I'm really happy as on Kog'Maw there. If you guys enjoyed this Kog'Maw gameplay commentary guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐋𝐿. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.